What is up, guys? LA Gamer here, and today I am bringing you guys episode 4 of my NBA 2K16 fantasy draft MyGM featuring the Chicago Bulls. Now in today's episode we are going up against the Los Angeles Clippers, led by the one and only James Harden. So I kind of refer to every single player as having a one and only type of guy, but James Harden's definitely one of the more dominant players in the league. Last year he was the runner-up for MVP behind Stephen Curry, but he did win the MVP in the Players' Choice Award, so obviously the players have recognized him as basically the most valuable player in the league. But it's going to be a really challenging game right now. Of course, Harden's struggling a little bit more in real life than people would have expected. This year's been a little bit of a struggle for him. Don't really know what's happening to him, but I'm sure he's trying to bounce back. But right here, our job is to try to shut him down, really. I mean, the biggest issue for us right now is that Kyrie and Cody Zeller have pretty severe injuries right now. Now, Cody Zeller is going to be fixed in a couple of days. He has like a sore back or something, so he's going to be back and completely normal in a couple of days. But Kyrie has hyperextended his shoulder, which will put him at an injury ability for 8 to 10 weeks. And I checked his stat line, and his injury makes him 21 overalls worse. He was at the free throw line at some point in this game, and his free throw rating was a 56. So all of his shooting stats have gone down about 30 now. I don't know what it was, but something about this first quarter, he was still playing like an old Kyrie in this first quarter. You'll see, watch here, we're going to pass over to Kyrie, and he's going to knock this three home. So he started off the first quarter, I think some 3 for 3 or 4 for 4 from the three-point line. So he's doing a very good job from long-range shooting, which is something that was weird because obviously his shooting stats have decreased. You can even look at the little bar under his shot. You know how they have the little shooting bar next to their name? It's very, very tiny, which means he's obviously unlikely to make the shot. So his shooting stats are like 20 to 30 points worse than they normally should be. So we really had to rely on some other shooters, and some of the guys who really did make a big impact were Wesley Matthews and Nicholas Batum. So I don't know how they got so involved, but Batum especially, something about him, he just did extremely well this game. You'll see a lot of clips of him, I'm sure. Right here, Cody Zeller is going to actually hit the mid-range jumper. So trying to find a way to function with Zeller and Kyrie out. Now Kyrie, since it's an 8 to 10 week injury, and it's been about 2 weeks since the injury occurred, that means there's probably going to be about 2 or 3 more games of you watching, or 2 or 3 more episodes of the series of me playing games with Kyrie involving an injury. So hopefully we can get past the All-Star break, and that might be able to take a few days off the injury. But for the time being, I mean, we have to look towards the future and see Kyrie as a guy who can't perform up to his normal level, which is a big issue because he's basically the one reason we're even in contention right now for a playoff spot. And on that subject, we only have like a 10-11 record, so we're struggling a little bit this season. I did discuss in the last episode the possibility of not making the playoffs the first season, almost sarcastically to an extent, because I did not expect that to actually be the case. But it's starting to look like it's actually a very valid possibility that we won't be a playoff team this first year. Hopefully that'll just fuel the fire for some extra motivation these next couple of years. But this first year, especially with Kyrie going down now with the injury, I think that may have just sealed the deal early for us. I really have to expect a lot out of J.R. Smith, Wesley Matthews, and Nicholas Batum to pick up the whole scoring load, because Kyrie obviously won't be able to be as efficient or perform at the same level as he once was prior to the injury. So I'm going to be expecting a lot out of my teammates to hopefully kind of keep the team balanced. You know, if we can keep a 500 record until Kyrie comes back from his injury, I think we'll be fine, because I think Kyrie can actually lead us to a pretty nice record once he comes back. But either way, as you see us winding down this third quarter, you see right now we have a 7-point lead, and hopefully we can hold on to that going into the fourth quarter. And that's not good enough. Tony Allen's going to strip James Harden the ball and flush it down with some ferocity on the fast break. So Tony Allen, like I said, one of the best defenders you can possibly ask for, if not the best defender in the league right now. And so I think it was a pretty nice job, or he did a very good job when I had to switch him on to James Harden, because I figured if we have a guy like Tony Allen and we're playing a guy like James Harden, I don't think there's a better situation where you'd want to have Allen in the game at most points. The only reason Allen wasn't always in the game is because of this guy right here, Wesley Matthews, who knocked home 2 back-to-back threes. So the only reason that Tony Allen didn't get to start this game is because I realized Kyrie was injured, and we really needed shooters on the floor. And look at Wesley Matthews going off this fourth quarter, I should say, and he was probably our savior in this fourth quarter, because without him we would have no scoring load. I mean, he scored probably 80% of our points in that fourth quarter, and hate to be the spoiler, but you see there's a minute left. We're up by 7. They do manage to knock home this crazy and one with James Harden, but it wasn't quite enough to put him back into contention. You see, after they make this free throw, they're still going to be down by 4 points with a minute left, and it became a free throw game, and nobody is going to beat us once it comes down to the free throw game, because we have great free throw shooters. We have Wesley Matthews, Batum. Normally I would say Kyrie, but like I said, his shooting stats have gone down significantly. But if you guys enjoyed, please click like one below. Make sure to comment your opinion of this series and why do you make more interesting in the comment section below. And make sure to subscribe if you haven't already. Stay tuned to this series and other series I got going on my channel. I forgot to show the box score in this one, just a quick set of stats, but I want to say thank you for all your guys' support, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace out.